What's up, Gooners? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we've got 3 massive transfer stories today that show exactly what Andrea Berta is planning. Let's dive straight in. Gooners, Andrea Berta is making serious moves behind the scenes, and this one could be huge. According to Court Offside, Arsenal are in direct contact with super agent Jorge Mendes about signing Kenan Yildiz in 2026. Yildiz is going to be one of the biggest names in the transfer market next year. The Turkey international is still only 20 years old, but he's been incredible for Juventus and is being chased by several big clubs across Europe. Ben Jacobs recently revealed that the Arsenal hierarchy are big fans of Yildiz. Now we're learning that the Gunners are among the most serious Premier League suitors for the Turk. And crucially, it's believed that Yildiz would be attracted by Mikel Arteta's project. The report claims Arsenal are prepared to move quickly if Juventus fail to tie their star attacker down to a new deal in the coming months. Those contract negotiations have been dragging on, and if they collapse, Arsenal will be ready to pounce. Yildiz, who's been hailed as unstoppable, is also a target for Chelsea in 2026. So this won't be an easy signing to pull off, but here's where Arsenal could have a massive advantage. Berta and Mendes have been close for a long time. The duo worked together on various deals at Atletico Madrid, including transfers for Antoine Griezmann, Diego Costa, and most expensively, João Felix. They have an established relationship built on trust and successful deals. Berta can use that relationship with Mendes, who represents Yildiz, to bring him to Arsenal ahead of all the other interested clubs. When you've got a direct line to one of the most powerful agents in football and he trusts you from previous successful collaborations, that's a huge advantage. Think about how this could play out. Multiple clubs will be bidding for Yildiz. They'll all be offering similar money, similar projects, similar playing time. But Arsenal have Berta, who can pick up the phone, call Mendes, and have a genuine conversation based on years of working together successfully. That personal relationship could be the difference maker. Mendes knows Berta delivers on his promises. He knows Berta runs a professional operation. And he knows that players who move to clubs where Berta is the sporting director tend to thrive. Remember, Berta has done a remarkable job at Arsenal since joining. He replaced Edu Gaspar, and while everyone expected him to be an upgrade, even the most optimistic Arsenal fan wouldn't have predicted 8 top-class signings in his very first window. That has made Berta a hero to Arsenal supporters. And if he can pull off the Yildiz signing, leveraging his relationship with Mendes to beat Chelsea and other suitors, he'll become even more legendary. This is smart, strategic work from Berta. He's not just identifying targets, he's using every advantage Arsenal have, including his personal relationships, to close deals that other clubs can't. That's elite sporting director work. Now let's talk about another Real Madrid target, but forget Rodrigo. Arsenal are interested in Victor Valdepenas, a young defender who's only played once for Madrid this season. Fabrizio Romano revealed back in October that Arsenal were monitoring Valdepenas' situation in Spain. Now ESPN Deportes have backed that claim, giving it more legitimacy. Valdepenas is an elite talent, and it's no surprise Arsenal have set their sights on him. The teenager is a left-footed defender who can play as a left-sided centre-half or at left-back, which makes him a versatile option. But here's the problem. There's some bad news in this story. It's been revealed that Valdepenas' preference is to stay at Real Madrid. He's only played once in his career for them. That came earlier in December, but he still wants to fight for his place at the Bernabeu. However, it's been claimed that everything depends on Real Madrid's plans for him, and that offers are expected to arrive in the summer. So if Madrid can't offer him a clear pathway to first-team football, he might reconsider. Now, here's my honest take on this. Arsenal should focus on a different type of defender entirely. Yes, Valdepenas is talented, but Arsenal already have Ricardo Calafiori and Piero Hincapié, who can play left-sided centre-half or left-back. They even had Jakub Kiwior, who could do the same job, but let him go, which is proof they don't need another player like that. Arsenal should instead focus on a right-back. That's because Ben White has suffered another injury, and it's difficult to rely on him for a full season. Jurriën Timber is currently Arsenal's only fit right-back option, which is a massive concern. For that reason, Berta needs to sign a backup right-back in 2026 instead of another left-footed defender. The squad needs balance, and right now Arsenal are overloaded on the left side of defence and desperately thin on the right. So while Valdepenas might be a great player, he doesn't solve Arsenal's actual problems. Unless the plan is to move Calafiori or Hincapié on, which seems unlikely, this signing doesn't make strategic sense. Berta has been brilliant so far, but this feels like one where Arsenal should pass and focus resources elsewhere. Right back is the priority, not another left-footed defender. Alright Gooners, this story is going to make you smile. Arsenal have shown interest in Liverpool under-18 talent Josh Abe, and they've got a secret advantage that could swing this race in their favour. His dad is an Arsenal fan. Speaking on the Daily Mail's YouTube channel, journalist Lewis Steele shared an update on Arsenal's interest in Abe, who's also wanted by Chelsea. Steele said, "So Josh Abe is the most talented lad in the U18s, and a few people I speak to think he's the best, most talented kid in the whole academy. He can play across the front. I reported a few weeks ago that Arsenal and Chelsea are sniffing around as well." Then Steele dropped the key information. The Arsenal thing is interesting because I'm told his dad is an Arsenal fan, and I think his dad is looking after him on the agent side of things. So not only is Abe's dad an Arsenal supporter, but he's also acting as his son's agent. That's a massive advantage for Arsenal. When your agent is a fan of the club trying to sign you, that makes negotiations a lot easier. Not only do Arsenal have a good reputation for developing academy talent, but they've already made one supporter's dream come true this season. Arsenal fan Eberechiezi was signed by Andrea Berta in the summer. Could another player with Arsenal ties be on his way? Josh Abe is one of the very best young wingers in England right now. Playing way beyond his years in Liverpool's under-18s, the 15-year-old has contributed to 4 goals in 5 under-18 Premier League appearances this season. Scouts are blown away by the teenager's ability. On X, the well-followed account, The Secret Scout, described Abe as the best winger in the country at this age. That's incredible praise for a 15-year-old. Arsenal are already bringing through a potentially generational talent in Max Daumann, who's also 15. If Abe follows suit, the future could be incredibly bright in North London. Imagine having both Daumann and Abe coming through the academy at the same time. That's the kind of talent pool that can sustain a club for decades. Magical things are happening at Hale End right now. 16-year-old Marley Salmon could have a first-team role amid growing defensive injuries. The age of graduation from Arsenal's academy seems to get younger and younger, which speaks to the quality of coaching and development at the club. You just need to look at Daumann's incredible rise to understand how close Arteta is to what's unfolding in the academy. That makes Arsenal the place to be for rising stars. Young players see Daumann getting Champions League minutes at 15, and they think, I want to be part of that. So Arsenal's pitch to Josh Abe is simple. Come to Arsenal, where we trust young players, where your dad supports the club, where we've got the best academy development in England, and where you'll get first-team opportunities if you're good enough. Compare that to Chelsea, who have a reputation for hoarding young talent and sending them out on loan repeatedly. If Abe's dad is acting as his agent and he's an Arsenal fan, I know which club I'd be advising my son to join. This is a signing Arsenal need to close. The best winger in the country at his age, an Arsenal-supporting dad acting as his agent, and Liverpool potentially losing one of their brightest talents to a direct rival. That's a triple win for Arsenal if Berta can pull it off. What do you think, Gooners? Can Berta's relationship with Mendes land Yildiz? Should Arsenal forget about Valdepenas and focus on right-backs? And will Abe's Arsenal-supporting dad help seal that deal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss an Arsenal update. Until next time, Gooners, come on you Gunners!